0, ignition.
Hello everyone. We are just getting into the game. The Nowinstereo sent me their games and what again? Yeah. So it's woke up just in time. Hey Kets there, how's it going? Just confirming the order that it's Archon Reversal Adaptive in the select in the banning tool. Should be a good game. I think this will be a lot of fun. Some full Moirai against Nowinstereo. Hopefully get some good so you get some good games. And I'll make sure to get the... Oh, okay, that's loud. Get all that set up. Make sure everything looks good. Oh. Make sure everything works. cam on. Sure we're all good. Get into the bound. Sure. Oh, there it is. Sorry, I didn't realize. Really glad more Mortivasts fix this. There we are. And the 3 decks that they have are Devious Mimic Gardens, which we are choosing as... So it's going to be hard. I think they're going to pick... This is just going to be really difficult. So, kind of a question is, which deck do I not want to see again? Which deck do I want to take? I kind of want to take the... Just not too familiar with AoA Mars. I don't play a lot of AoA. This is going to be their adaptive. Just because so I can see which one it's up against. And then I kind of want to play this one in reversal. Maybe we take this one in reversal. I kind of want to take this one in reversal. So we'll take Emmerich in reversal. So we'll say Hadrian, Emmerich, Faith. That's my gut. Hadrian is Archon, Faith. Or Hadrian, Emmerich, Faith. Soothsayer for reverse for adaptive is, or Archon is very interesting. And I think we're fine facing Hadrian there. I was really expecting Vervet to go. Huh. I really was expecting Vervet to get picked as Archon. So this will be very interesting. Post this in Val's Scum. So I'll double check the order here. Soothsayer, Samir, Vervet. Okay. So now we can get into the games. Hopefully the music volume and everything is okay. Hey, thanks Dinobot. It should be a pretty fun game. I'm pretty excited. They gave me my DT as Archon, which is a little bit surprising. It's surprising. So we'll see how that goes. no, remove. I'm always surprised when they give me my Dark Tidings as a Archon game. Whew, definitely need to take a couple deep breaths though. Get the nerves out. It's certainly an interesting start. This feels like going second. It's a 3-3. Like, it feels like we can call... We'll see what they play, but it feels like we play Logos, we archive Ethereal Conjecture, play Mobius Scroll, pass, hoping to tuck the Submersive Principle away for later with Mobius Scroll. Because that's against Hadrian. We'll have to see. What we're looking to do here is race. Not enough creature control to really deal with the Deusilius, or Deusilius. So we're racing. So we'll just see. It's hard to turn away a 3-3, and this is fine. I think we have options to take out. Early Autovac is nice. That's perfect. Yeah, tucking away UA is exactly what we want as well. It's a Xenobot. They archived. Yeah. So then we'll Logos. Nope. Dataforge. Mobius Scroll. To tuck. Knowledge's power here should be fairly big. So I think we just take the Logos again. Play the Knowledge's power. Get the EGAD. And that's all happily tucked away for our United Action turn. Right, this doesn't have any... I guess we don't even need to do that. We could wait for our E-Die. Probably don't have any creatures yet for this. We could just cycle... It's probably worth just to kill that and cycle. And without, they don't have any discard or anything, right? Their disruption is Mark of Dissonant Furnace. And so tucking away the, basically we are tucking away the fertility chain and stuff until we can maybe forge 2 keys in a turn. The data far, you know, part of me did consider tucking away the data forge, but I think it's way more valuable to have the submersive principle archived along with that's pretty good. That is annoying. I'll go Starlight, say no. Play the action. Last card to return is on top. So we want to be drawing all of these. We won't be. So we want information exchange and isotropic core. So isotropic core is going on the bottom, and then that. And then we will play this creature on the left and discard. Oh, we do draw them all. I don't know. I didn't think we did. Yeah, that makes sense. So they're going Logos here, so perhaps if they go Logos here, we'll have a good Logos turn next turn. And that's their BDQ taken out for... and also a really nice thing I like about this is we're going to get 6 Amber off of Knowledge is Power, and we're also going to get Edai off the board with... I guess they're probably tucking away... the early autovac does suck for me. But no real surprise there. Then we can infighting maybe next turn. So Edai first, and we tuck away infighting? No. Oh, the infighting is a really good way to kill our Key Frog. So perhaps. We'll tuck away that. So we have the 6. Play that. Play that. Play you on the right. Play Gain Amber. And then we've warded our Edai to effectively increase their key cost. So far it's going pretty well. They probably have Deocelis. Yeah. The 2 exiles does suck. And then we will... So here... So they'll go up to what, 21? So we can ditch 10 of that Amber. This is probably the best time to do it, and just bounce all 4. Yeah. Say Starline, say yes. We'll play this. Capture onto that now that it's relevant. Thin the herd. Shuffle all 4 of these. Cancel. Yeah, we play our good book. Play this. Deal damage. Submersive Principle. Play that. Play this on the left. You on the right. Oh, I didn't want to play that. Alright. Oh, let me do that. Play this to steal 1, 2. End of turn. Destroy Flumph. Well, there's the Key Frog. The Exile on the Day of Solus does suck. But I mean, with the auto-vac on turn 1, you know, what are you going to do, right? So here we go. I think here we go Logos. And we're just going to reap. And we play out the Fila. And we tuck those 2 away. And we destroy our Fila. So obviously I don't know what the game looks like from their end. I think we had fairly good draws. I think they had the answers at the right time. And, you know, there's only so much we can do when they have, you know, the archived 7 cards, I think, over the course of the first 7 turns. Or 6 cards over the first 7 turns, so, you know, just play what we can where we can. They're gonna hit us into Logos, would be my guess. Okay. And then we go Logos. Yeah. No. And let us read. The turn. The Mark of Disther does suck. So what can we do? What can we do? So what do we have? So they've got lots of really good targets. So we're gonna reshuffle, which is really good. So we're just gonna call Star Alliance to kill our Brain Eater and put that Amber onto Curia Saurus. And then get that Amber back on it off from Fangtooth. So we'll call Star Alliance. No, we'll play our book. Play that. Play our Zap. Discard. And that turn. And now they no longer have targets for their Infernus, which is good. And, you know, I guess the question could be raised of should we have just sacked the Knowledge's Power in hand until we drew the Key Frog? That's our whole thing down, right? So we know that this is at the end, so that's sort of hard to say. So here we can go, can shuffle. You have 1, 2. So we can forge a key here. Basically we just shuffle these 2 back in, play the board out, infighting back. We don't have 12 amber. I think we just switched it on back the Key Frog. Anyways, so I'll call Untamed. We will take those in. And first we play Thin the Herd. Put those back. Play the Fuzzy Garuin. Play the Key Frog. Play the Infighting. Forge Red. The left, taking back the Key Frog. The left, if only we had Fertility Chant. The left. And we end our turn. And here we just sack the Witch of the Dawn. So, unless they play a 1-power creature and clear our board, or maybe they Mark of Dis us into not Untamed, we could theoretically win. That's fairly good for us. I don't mind them going into Logos here. Do they have key cheats in Hadrian? Didn't check. No key cheats. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe can't go up to 9. Right? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can't go up to 9. But we can go Logos and make sure they don't. So we'll go Logos. Play out Mobius Scroll. Play out the Brain Eater. Play out the Edai. And Archive. Tuck away the Lay of the Land, yeah. So it's a bit spooky. I think this is a very, very close game. They should have enough C to deal with this. 1 pip to deal with. But they're not going into Logos again. Yeah, I don't think we can deal with that then. The Mark of Dis there is just too rough. If they hadn't drawn their one of their 2 Mark of Dis, then that would have been a gate GG. Obviously, they went as that for this, but it would have been. Let's see, even if they had gone, let's say they had gone Logos, the 0 amber, that would have been 1, 2, 3, 7, 8. Would have been 8 amber, so still not enough But then they also probably wouldn't have. I wouldn't have lost. We may not have lost an amber. No, but they could have fought steal one. Yeah. So very, very close game. Yeah, it's very close. Can't win though. So we'll just pass it back. If it weren't for Mark of Dis. And yeah, so very, very close game. Hopefully that gives him a slightly better appreciation of Dark Tidings after that. And there's the reversal. I'm assuming password is STE. And so more games to come. We're at least playing the reverse. That was the first game. That was Archon. So we have to play reversal. If Nowinstereo wins the reversal, then we'll move on to adaptive. They picked Samir, and I picked Emmerich. And I think Emmerich should be able to deal fine with Samir, I think. Samir is typically the reversal deck. So, hopefully I can take this one deck. I really would have thought for sure they'd pick Brevet as Archon. Which I was talking to you, Dinobot, about, but you know, I guess both Dr. Sheep and Nowinstereo have surprised me. First turn Eureka. I think we keep. I think we're always happy to see a first turn Eureka. Especially if we can get the train rolling. Does Emmerich have... Yeah, Emmerich has the artifact control. So I also think it's possible to take out their library card. Samir can really struggle if their library card gets taken. If their library card gets taken out kind of early. So... The Neutron Shark should be good news. I think it's Neutron Shark, and I'll have to double check. It's their effect control is Neutron Shark and destroy them all, yeah. This actually looks like a pretty neat deck. Looks like a really cool AoE. And I think this has a... No, the other one has Dysania. So here we'll go Logos and Eureka. So Dis. So our creature's text boxes are blank. So that kind of makes me... Shadow of Dis does suck. kind of just want to go dis, say no, and just... Shadows. Bait and switch, okay. Yeah, that's a card I'm happy to see out early. Bone Rot Venom on their own, Reckless Rizzo. Intriguing. So after that, it's... Yeah, so we saw the Neutron Shark. So we'll take the risk and we'll destroy their lucky dice. Not the lucky dice actually matter. But we can... so destroy those two, and we can kill Rizzo. Yeah, we can kill Rizzo over there. So we can go Mars. I think this is no, yeah. Doesn't matter, I guess. But we destroy Charette, and so we destroy that. We destroy Charette, and we destroy Bonard Venom. Play Tixel Beambuckler. Play Resonator on the left. Play Custom Visor. Plays cards. Mars Example. Bait and Switch is already gone. This Logos looks actually very interesting. I think this Logos looks really, really cool. We can poke the Rizzo. Pain reaction. Oh yeah, that's the damage icon one. Yeah, that pain reaction with the damage icon is really cool. Is really that's such a nice place for it because it becomes so much more useful. So here we'll go Logos. We'll take the archives. First we poke. Play Hexpion. Play Screecher on the left. Play the Curator. Can play that. Is there anything we don't want to Wild Wormhole? Don't think so. Well, I'm sure there is, but we'll Wild Wormhole. Oh, great. That's a poke. So we'll do deck. What did we get? Xanthix Harvester. Okay, well that's gonna have to get tucked away, and then we help our bot. And what do we want to play? We don't have any creatures in there, right? So you can play Nizik's Resonator. Or we could play Charette. We'll just play Charette. What does Custom Virus do? Perhaps we can Life Ward them next turn with a Curator out. Although I am inclined to go Logos again. Neurosiphon, nice. Munchling. BDQ, is this BDQ fodder? They didn't want to mind over matter. Sus. So we could go Dis, re-get that back, or we can go Logos. I think we just fight. We break it with the Curator, crash with Hexpion. So I think we can just go Logos, say no, put the Director out on the left. So we break, so we crash here. We break that, crash with Hexpion, reap, and reap. And we have Key Abduction. in the archives, which sounds fairly good to me. We got a really good dis hand. So then we'll not custom virus. We don't have any logos cards left, so we'll pass that over. We have a 6-card dis hand. They forge. So there's a library card. So we're really looking for that neutron shark. Maybe this is a BDQ turn, but we're looking to play dis anyways. So BDQ would certainly be interesting. There's the autoencoder. There's not a ton of value to get from Mutagenic Serum now. There's a BDQ. Yeah, okay, figured. There's not a ton of Mutagenic Serum value in the deck besides the Charettes. Not the Charettes, the Snarettes. Definitely BDQing the QMX there for the library card's pretty good. They just are doing logos here though, so you know, are they really doing a ton? So here we go, blue. We call the dis. We don't take the archives into our hands, so we say no. We reap. Here we life forward. Curator is gone, so it's a good thing they got rid of that. We're buying irons them. We they want to just well. Not on the flank. And then we'll exhume here. Oh, I should have exhumed. I also should have, this is bad ordering. Or else I could have, because I could have, that also would have been that would have been good. Because I meant to have Anguish beside the Gub, or like. Yeah, I saw the line. That's annoying. We should be able to key abduction for free though, right? +9. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I should be able to forge a key for free here, right? So we'll go Mars. Yes. Oh, that, yeah, it's just Mars creatures. Silly me. And then we do this, 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 that. We're gonna keep this. Yeah, we're keeping that. But we will crack the life forge. So second life forge is out. So then Perplexing Sophistry, Miazabomb. So then we Forge, red, and we can go Dis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we do go to check here if we go into Dis. And if we could sample abduction that. I think we just go Dis, and we just Reap. And discard. And we'll crack the life board again. Samir has good actions, but 2 turns on the life ward I can't imagine is going to help their A in any sort of meaningful way. Yeah, Waking Nightmare will certainly help. This card is Dominator Bauble. It's reasonable. You don't really want to be going into Dis too much with Samir. It's mostly you want to be going into your shadows. Those are the big powerhouse boards. You know, you've got your Gamgees, you've got your Smelling Ruth, my goodness, your Reckless Rizzo. But we'll get Waking Nightmared here, and I think discard Grim Reminder, and they fight Charette. So here we can just go. So we could go Mars, we can go. So we'll go Mars, we'll action, and we'll Reap, and we will play Sample Collection. Abduct that. So it was a pretty good game. Yeah. We'll get we won the reversal, and now we will go into adaptive. And the adaptive will be Vervet versus Faith Capellona, which looks pretty nasty. And I have a feeling I'm gonna be happy to the chains on this one are gonna be fairly high when taken against Vervet. How many chains do I want for it? I'll take 12. I'll take 11 chains. I'll try and push them to 12. I'll push them pretty high on the chains. Yeah. Yeah, here I'll leave it up for a bit. This is quite the deck. And you've played Dinobot. Sorry, you've played Vervet Dinobot, so yeah, thanks Ketzer. Thanks Dinobot. I appreciate that. That was a fairly good game. I think it was it's a tough one. So we'll get into this one. Close that. Now that's Faith. That's the one we're going to be bidding on. We'll bid on it. Obviously, we're both going to bid on the Faith. I really appreciate the team camaraderie here with the Hall of Curia Saurus coming out. Really appreciate that. I think it's really nice to see. It's really sweet. And I'm good to go in there. So I think whenever they are ready to click the button. Say good luck and have fun. As always, the customary, we'll choose Faith. Yeah, I'll bid 1 chain. Interesting to see how aggressively they bid on it. And I will go 1 up. And we'll go through this ladder. I want to see if they jump it. Because I don't know what it's worth, they know what it's worth. I'll take 13. Do we pass? So 14 chains. So 14 chains is enough, right? That's enough to get to the -3, right? You're working on a 3-card hand of 14 chains. So, right? 0 to 6 is -1. 7 to 11. 7 to 12. I need my chain tracker. Hold on. I just need to double check this. This is a tough choice because 14. I might be happy to go to 14. My goodness. Okay, bring this out. So they bid 14 chains. That's -3 cards. Okay, so that's so many minus cards. Do you dare push it higher? I don't know how tight, because like, man, it's a good deck, but they only have 6 pips. They have to get a board established. You know what? I think we take Vervet here. I had to do the math with a quite literal chain tracker. So I was like, I wanted to make sure. We'll pass here. You want first or second? If that's what you mean. I don't know what they mean by their flip. So many chains? 14 chains is a lot. It's aggressive. I thought it was... Oh, okay. Had to do I don't really care all that much. Perfect. Let's get it then. I wonder if Karen -2 cards for 2 turns. This is a crazy amount of chains. So we'll start. We'll look at our hand. And yeah, we mulligan. Because this is 2 unlock gateways. Hit a Tesmal. Albeit, there is a Tesmal in here, but no, we're not keeping this. That's much more reasonable with a Fuzel and a... This is first turn, right? Um, to get that out. Getting the Shadow Self out there is actually nice, because it helps with our Brobnar. So we'll go Brobnar. On the left. That on the right. That's a Hapsis. That's fine, because it won't actually destroy anything. Oh. Yeah, so let's go Shadows. We'll Reap. Play the Gamgee out. Play Life for Life. Sacrificing Gamgee. Did that. Getting the High Wall. Oh, that's actually really nice too. This is a nice Brobnar start. Yeah, here comes the Brobnar train. So we go Brobnar. We'll play Grog on the left. Play Take That Smarty Pants. So we can fight. So we fight in with Bramo. So we fight. We Reap. Play this. Done. We Reap. Reap. Let me double check their scaling amber control. Just too much to protect. So going to 8 here, I believe, should be fine. That was their Ronnie. They have 2 Ronnies? They've got 2 Ronnies. So with one just coming out, and this coming and being this early into the game with this few cards in hand, so they're going to lateral shift, and then what do they want to lateral shift? Assumably a Life Ward or something? Plays Tesmo. Alright, that's fine. We'll Forge Red. We will go Brobnar. So we will just fight. Fight. Reap. And get that Groggin's value down. Information exchange. Seismic Tangler. And so here we can either go, so we can get 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think we just go Brobnar. And we just Reap out to Sev. To Skeleton Key out. That's so annoying that they have Skeleton Key out though. But they have to go Shadows. They only get to steal 1. So I think we just go to 6. And we don't gain that 1 extra amber. Oh, that's fine. Okay, so we did. So we played around the Ronnie risk clocks properly. So we go Brobnar. Do that. Fight in here. There are the 2 Ronnies gone. The elusive, the thing is with Grog, I'm happy to fight. I'm happy to fight with Grog. So Brobnar, we just fight. Fight. I think we just go Brobnar. Fight. Fight. Logos, daughter. So Brobnar can't read. What's Dust Chronicles? Yeah, so we'll go Dust or I think here we can go Disc. We drop Blade Forward, drop Misery Exploit, drop that. We ooh, we can Drummer Knot too. So if they go into Logos and do the Brobnar thing, we have Furtive Investors. We can get to check right here. The Seismic Tangler does hurt, admittedly. So here we'll go Shadows. And we Reap. And we do that. Chronicles, and we'll archive Drummer Knot. And we play our Knuckles Bolton. Crack the Life Ward. And we'll save our Too Much to Protect. I mean, I'm pretty much hoping that we're not getting any. Yep. So we go Brobnar. Say yes. Play this creature on the right. Deal 2 damage here. Reap. Reap. We just Reap. If they have TMTP, we probably shouldn't be doing this. Put you. GG. Nice. We won. So yeah, their chains hurt them a lot. So good luck in the tournament. We won that. Good job. Took that one home for the team. Let's go. We crushed it. Yeah, we did crush that last game, Ketzer. Absolutely. Absolutely. Brobnar doing, this is, I love Vervet for exactly this reason. Brobnar doing Brobnar things, fighting things, keeping a board down, bouncing stuff with the Drummer Knots. You didn't see the Ganger Chieftain, obviously you still have 10 cards left in draw, but, you know, clearing, keeping the board clear, and then gaining stuff for reaping, like, Fuzel was great, Grok was fantastic. How many hands did we sack just to get that, to use our Brobnar board? And it's just, Vervet is such a nice example of a deck where the decision making is really, do I play my hand or do I use my board? And if it's Brobnar for Vervet, you want to use your board. It's just so much fun to play. Really happy it took the win here. Very, very fun. I'm also very happy to get the win for my team. We are unfortunately out of the playoffs. Both Jason and Dave C lost their game, sadly. But, you know, we lost. We went down 2-1. We went down fighting. and very happy to play some good Keyforge. Really sad I didn't win the first game. I was certainly expecting Vervet to be my Archon deck. I was not at all expecting the Soothsayer to be my Archon deck. I know Dr. Sheep had the same idea. I know when I faced Nowinstereo, he actually faced my when I faced Nowinstereo, he picked the Soothsayer as the reversal deck, which I think was the right choice, because that was certainly the right choice. And we were so very close to winning that Archon game. You know, just like we're one amber off, and oh man, that was if we didn't get Mark of Dist, that would have been probably game. So that hurts. But no, super fun. I really enjoyed it, and thank you to Nowinstereo for 3 really good games. The reversal game was obviously a little bit one-sided. These past 2 games were a little bit one-sided. That's the nature of the reversal. I think Samir had a bad matchup into their AOA into Emmerich. Just the nature of it. The life wards really hurt. Really hurt Samir. A lot of Samir's Samir has a high Amber control score, but they need their Amber control is finicky, and it really does require setup to use. And if it gets set up, then it can be very oppressive. But actually getting it there is the problem. And also, Samir also kind of needs the efficiency or the value off of a decent library card turn to really leverage that A and sort of kind of vomit out a board that they can then use that's then hard to deal with because just a lot of creatures. And that didn't look like it lined up well for Nowinstereo despite the early library card coming out, which is unfortunate for them because I think and then there was fairly good draws it seemed like fairly good draws in the AOA deck on Emmerich. So I'll pull up their decks. So the deck we just played, so the adaptive deck was Faith, Capellona, Lastenka. I saved that for adaptive because it looks against certain decks. It's kind of hard to judge on where I wanted to face it. If it was against the Soothsayer Judge, this Soothsayer Judge probably would do just fine. So perhaps it was the wrong choice to put Hadrian first. It has 2 daughters, yeah. Which I think also has Dysania. And Dysania is also one of the reasons why they saw 1 daughter, but the 1 daughter was killed the next turn by the Flamewake Shaman. So they only saw 1, which it sucks to not see them earlier that game because of the 14 chains. They did see 1, but it was dealt with pretty soon after. I mean, it was played into our already established Brobnar turn. But I think it was yeah, that's what happens. So, well, exactly, yeah. Even with no chains, they can be at the bottom. So this is overall, I think, fairly good. Dysania, the cards in here, like the Dysania and stuff, are the reason. It seems like too much protects and lateral shift, especially, is scary. But those are one of the reasons why I didn't want to go this one to Archon. So I considered putting this one to Archon. But my worry was with enough speed and stuff, then basically especially so Samir and Soothsayer Judge want their archives, and they kind of need their archives, not need, but really want their archives to do a lot of work for them. The Dysania and this really put the whole game plan into whack, and it's way less trouble if I know the deck that I'm bidding on to have that in mind, then do that with then say where to put this into Archon adaptive. So I put this one as adaptive, I like very quickly. This was like, this is going to be the adaptive deck, and then I was between Emmerich and Hadrian. I did put, I went over this at the beginning sort of a little bit, but I chose Hadrian because I figured I wanted Emmerich in reversal. I figured Samir would be their reversal pick. It has been throughout the entire thing. And Samir looks really tasty, looks really tempting. I think, and for good reason, has a lot of really good things going on. But I think it is a little bit finicky. And with this C in this deck, as well as the life wards, the disruption from the life wards, then I think it should have been enough. And also, poke. This is actually what against Samir. Poke is actually pretty good because there's a few 1-power creatures. So, and then the Director of ZYX. I think this one just should be able to do enough to sort of keep Samir down enough to take the game. Sort of, it seemed pretty handily, but it was sort of enough to never let Samir's train never let Samir get off the starting blocks, which is really hard. And I'm sure the couple life ward turns were really hard too. And I made some misplays. There were some mistimings. I wish I had what life ward that turn, which didn't actually seem to matter because I only played 1 Cinder. So maybe it worked out better in my favor, but that certainly was a misplay at the time. And I did not want to do that. I saw that line, hands didn't go through with it. But that's sort of what happens sometimes when you're just when you're playing. And overall, I think we also held the knowledge is power. If I'm remembering that correctly, we held the knowledge is power for a long time. I also missed completely for some reason. Thought I reread Key Abduction. And I completely missed the Mars create part of it, so I thought it was just return each creature to its owner's hand. Then I forged a key at that. So I was in my head. I mean, you can see it on stream and in the VOD. I counted out my creatures and thought, oh, sweet, I can forge a key for free here. It would have been the right call anyways because I had the most Mars cards in hand. But it was, my mind was not. I did think I would be a key up there, which didn't actually matter. I didn't go three keys to 1, I think. But no, it's just that was a misreading. Luckily, it didn't cause me to lose the game at all, but it could have. And then also against Samir, the Amber control. That's not Amber control. Specifically the Destroy Them All and Neutron Sharks are perfect for what against Samir, because if we saw the Destroy Them All early, which sucked, and I was very much considering stacking the Destroy Them All in hand for a while, but I thought, well, we did have the Neutron Shark in deck, so hopefully we can draw that before they have a chance to set up their library card turn. And it also was tempo play because that cleared their board and dealt with their Snarette before the Snarette could dump the Amber off. Plus, it also gave us the I think it also gave us the priority on the Mind Warper to capture from one side. So it was some roundabout steal anyway. So it was. I think it was definitely the right choice to use it to destroy them all. But it certainly was in the back of my mind to not waste it when it was just the lucky dice out. It's not that the lucky dice actually mean anything. So that was the reversal pick. I think obviously we won with it, but I think it was very much a good reversal pick. I'm quite happy with it. Hadrian is one that I still think I would pick for taking notes, Getzer. That's good. Hopefully this is helpful. It's helpful for me to break down my thought process, and hopefully this. If we ever do, you play against my decks, you'll have a upper hand. And Hadrian was sort of the deck that I did not want to face. It's not the deck I wanted to play. I certainly considered taking this in reversal. But I look at this, I don't know, I look at Hadrian, and I look over the cards, and I just don't see... Like, it's got a lot of cool things. It's got like a Blast from the Past and the Deus Illis, so you can archive and deal damage to the Deus. You can Blast from the Past the bottom half of Deus Illis, which I learned from the Call of Discovery, or no, sorry, from the Help from Future Self podcast episode with Zach about Blast from the Past. I never thought of that line before. But, you Blast from the Past the bottom half of Deus Illis. That's really cool. It's got some really cool things. I didn't actually realize this deck had 2 Exiles. Plus all the really hard C, the 2 Implosions and whatnot. So that certainly is that makes this deck a lot more interesting. It's just gameplay notes? Okay. Well, hopefully this is helpful. This is generally my thought process on what I'm thinking about for this deck selection and playing through. If I had noticed the Exiles, I think I would have maybe sacked a little harder some of our rush. Because this deck is fast, but it wasn't going anywhere super fast. Most of it came... The problem is that most of this deck's Amber came from me, the Deus Illis, the captures and Exiles onto me. And what's it called? The Crusader Judge is more than capable of playing a slow, steady pace of a game and just waiting until they can forge basically they can oftentimes have a key forged and then either forge 2 keys in a turn or forge a key, like forge a key at the beginning of the step, gain enough amber, forge a key, and we had a good archive setup for that. The only card that was an archive was an Knowledge, which we don't want to archive that Knowledge Power, but like, so that was just really hard. And if I had known there were 2 Exiles in there, I think I would have been a little more careful to try and actually get use out of the Amber immediately. That's sort of hard. That's just so hard to play around, though. And also the fact that they had their auto vac out turn 1, and they went into logos fairly frequently. So they had, I don't remember the next number, but I think it was 6 or 7 archives. So I think it's very safe to assume at that point that Deus Illis is in that archive. Or at least, sorry, half of Deus Illis is in that archive. Probably its coming is in the archive as well. And then also probably stuff like the Effervescent Principles in there, and other maybe probably an Exile was in there. They probably archived, but they probably had archived was Deus Illis, half of Deus Illis, its coming, and maybe 1 Exile. That'd be my guess. And you know what? Maybe even a Blast from the Past, because they probably had other things, off-house stuff too. But that just feels like such so much value to just have that archived and sitting there, because you have a Scaling Amber control. You have your Scaling Amber control that's in capture, and then just immediately exile Deus Illis onto the other side of the board. So, and it was a really close game. Even with those pieces, it was 1 turn away. It was 1 turn away, or 1 mark of dis away from winning on the Crusader Judge's behalf. Winning through the +3 tax on Autovac. That name completely escaped me. Right, I think we should have, depending on how those played out. Theoretically, could have won through the Logos turn, even through the 9 amber required. So I think that was a very, very close first game. And to Nowinstereo, the Curia judge, and many of my DTs have won many a game against MM, especially in the NKFL. The Curia judge has done very well. So DT is definitely a set that's underappreciated. It gets a lot of BM, gets a lot of hate, but it could do some serious work. You know, you can ask Dr. Sheep from a couple weeks ago. It did not serve them well to underestimate that deck. But yeah, I think overall it was fairly good, and I'm pretty happy with how I played. Certainly some things maybe I would have gone back and changed. I'm definitely interested to go back and see. I don't think Nowinstereo recorded theirs. But it should be, this will go up on YouTube tonight, tomorrow. Probably not tonight, probably tomorrow sometime. And, but yeah, it was good. I also played, Syzox earlier today in, KFL Sealed. I know you were there for that, Ketzer. But, yeah, that'll probably go up tomorrow as well. But no, that was a really fun 3 games, and I'm happy to take a 2-1 for Val's Rebel Scum, and I'm happy to say that Val's Rebel Scum will be back for Swindle Team Event Season 4. If anyone hasn't gone and checked that out, Dinobot, I would totally recommend it. You've probably seen it already. But it's doppelgangers, so it's a best of 2, and the team at Swindle has developed a software that you submit a deck to it. Basically, you're submitting 2 decks at the beginning of the season. You submit a deck to it, and they've created an algorithm that will spit out 100. So it's 100 decks that have identical or as close to identical AERC statistics, except for art. They're not correlating artifact control. Basically, they're spitting out decks that should give not SAS numbers, but it's more like this stuff. So they're spitting out decks that should, and Karen seems very confident in it, and so I'm inclined to believe them. I think I believe them. So they have an algorithm that spits out decks that should be very, very similar to the ones you put in. I know one of the decks I'll be putting in is going to be the Curia Judge. That's a given for me. It's one of the decks I know the best. I'm most comfortable playing. Really, I have a ton of fun playing it always. So that's definitely one deck I'm gonna be submitting. So that should be a really fun format. And then I know that it'll be the same team. So it'll be Jason the Captain Kirk and Dave C and myself as Val's Rebel Scum for Season 4. And hopefully we can do just as well and get into the later stages of the playoffs. Hopefully we can win. I think we might just take it next season. Yeah, you should, if you're interested in Dinobot, I think you should definitely check it out. I'm sort of I think I kind of need to sit down at this point with stuff I've signed up for and make sure I have enough time for it, because I know it's gonna be a busy week for me, a busy time for me soon. So I'll definitely be evaluating some of the leagues I'm in. Some of the ones I'm definitely staying for is Kagi, which I should be running. I should be running Kagi 6.0. And I might not play in it the first season I do that, just to get a better feel for it in case, so I can fill for drops. But I'll be running Kagi, and then I'll be playing certainly in the NKFL. I'll be playing in Swindle Team events, and I hope to be in other things as well throughout the year. And I'll be streaming all those games, and yeah, lots of Keyforge ahead, and lots more forging. But I think that's probably going to be it for me tonight. It's been really fun. Really happy to end the night on a win. But yeah, we'll I don't know when I'll be playing next. I'll probably be playing one of my NKFL sealed games next week, but you can check. Look for the stream notification. It'll be live when you get that. And then I also think I will be trying to stream some of the finals. I don't know, with Karen's blessing. I'll be trying to stream some of the finals for Swindle Team events. So keep an eye out for that for this week, because that'll be a lot of fun. I think it'll be good streams. Happy to get it. Deserves coverage. I know Karen wants them to record it so she can commentate it. I'll probably look to cover 1, maybe 2, and leave the final game for Karen to commentate. Or yeah, she'll decide on which ones she wants to commentate, / like the teams will decide which ones they want her to commentate. But it should be a lot of fun. Still talking to Karen about that, so I'll be posting. I'll try and post a little bit more details on that when I can. But yeah, that's my plans, and thanks for coming out, Dinobot and Ketzer, and everyone else watching. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. So I'll see you all later. Have a good night.